We're the Avett Brothers. You are watching Billboard. We listened a lot more on this album. We took longer to make this record than we did I Am Loving You, so there was a lot of time away from the studio listening and discussing, and more of that than actually in the studio working and adding parts. Another big difference between I Am Loving You and The Carpenter is probably a few hundred shows. Each of these shows feel almost like, I don't know, like baptisms or something. Like I never feel like the same person after that I do before. So a few hundred of those will certainly take its toll on your style and your approach. We try to embrace the fact that we're going to be very different people between, one record to the next.
Take is just one moment, and you can say goodbye to how we had it planned. Feel like a habit, run like a rabbit, out and away, through the screen door to the you and more. Can you tell that I am alive? Let me prove it. Well, you and I were the same, live and die were the same. In my voice, know my name. You and I were the same. Laugh like a pharaoh, sing like a sparrow.
We noticed in 2002, 2003, 2004, when we began to tour and travel around, that there were a lot of bands not doing exactly what we're doing, but there were banjos out there, there were upright basses out there, and it seems like now that has bubbled up to the surface. Whatever that genre may be called, whatever it is, this is its time, and we're part of that, and Mumford's part of that, Langhorne Slim's part of that. They're all different in their own ways, but they all in some way are grounded in roots music.
You and I, we're the same, live and die, we're the same. Hear my voice, know my name, you and I.
The band's going through a lot of changes as we speak. We've added yet another member, and he's taking on some bass duties, and he's playing piano now, and we feel like a full band now, I think, finally. Freed Scott and Seth up a lot to experiment with doing different things, and now we're kind of reimagining songs in ways, old songs in ways we haven't played them before, and when we go to rehearse for the next record, it's going to be a whole different phase of the band.
We can't fully process what it's doing for us or to us yet either. Like, it's just something that's feeling natural, and we try to go with what's natural in the growth of the band. But we're big on collecting tools if we can. Anything that can expand what we might be able to do or might be able to envision and see coming to fruition with the band. And Paul adds to that, Joe Kwan adds to that, Jacob Edwards adds to that quite a bit. We don't know what we can do, all six of us together, but it's certainly exciting to think about.